And they're often racing. So the 7 away for the British Stallion Studs EBF Upavon Filly Stakes race, and Climate was one of the slowest ones out of the gates, and Frankie Dettori just drops her in now alongside Gatecrasher Girl. By Starlight was the other one slowly away and sits last of all. Just a medium tempo early, and that might well play into the hands of Rose of Kildare, who has now gone towards the loop at the far end of the course into a clear lead, followed by Rousay in second position. They're followed now by Climate, who's made ground into third. Kind Gesture is next, and then Morning Poem together with Gatecrasher Girl, and By Starlight is the overall back marker. So around the top curve of the loop, and Rose of Kildare, who has returned to form with those 2 listed race runs, narrow defeats on each occasion. She leads as they race down the hill by a length and a half to Rousay in second place. Climate into third. Climate's followed then by Kind Gesture in fourth place. Morning Poem, who's next against the rail. Gatecrasher Girl alongside her. And the back marker is By Starlight. So downhill for much of the next furlong and a half, and the leader, Rose of Kildare and Kieran Fallon, showing up from Rousay and Hollie Doyle in second place. Climate in third. Dettori just starting now to gently nudge at the reins. Third place for Climate, followed by Kind Gesture, who's just ahead of Morning Poem, who still goes fine. Gatecrasher Girl's another length and a half further away, ridden along likewise by Starlight, as Rose of Kildare tries to up the ante from the front. Rose of Kildare on from Rousay. Climate under pressure to the outside. Morning Poem's travelling threateningly in behind the leaders. Needs an out though. Meanwhile, Kind Gesture still there towards the outside. Rose of Kildare, we know her so well. She'll never give up. She's still in front from Rousay. Down the outside, Kind Gesture. Morning Poem struggling to pick up By Starlight, the finisher on the wide outside. Can Rose of Kildare hold on? Rousay now the danger down the outside. These two go to the line in a great finish. Rousay getting up from Rose of Kildare. By Starlight may well have got up for third on the wide outside. Thrilling finish to the feature.
Rousay wins the listed Upavon Filly Stakes at 13-2 for Hollie Doyle and Richard Hannon, the colours of Pall Mall Partners. Second was Rose of Kildare at 7-2. Well, Rousay knuckles down and goes past the long-time leader Rose of Kildare to put up a career best this afternoon. The 3-year-old, rated 18 pounds inferior to the runner-up, was a good second in a competitive handicap at Glorious Goodwood a couple of weeks ago, but this was a big step up, gaining very valuable black type in the meantime. She's by the pattern winner Ronald Say, and from a gutsy family, and this success was a big victory for her, but a huge credit to the runner-up in for Rose of Kildare, who runs a massive race in defeat, and it will be her last race before she heads up for her next career as a broodmare.
I've got Hollie Doyle with me, the winner of the Upavon listed stakes with Rousay. Very game performance.
Yeah, really nice, and she was very tough under pressure. She didn't do a lot wrong really. We had it pretty easy up on the front end. We weren't going overly quick, and I was surprised halfway that I didn't get joined by the rest of the field, but I knew she stays a bit further, so she's dug deep.
Yeah, so it's a great thing to win a listed race, particularly with a filly rated 85. It might be more difficult to place her in future, given that she had, as you say, had a fairly easy time early in the race. But where do you think that Richard can go with her next?
Well, she, she's won a listed race off 85, and she's a filly, and it's job done really. Whatever she does now is a bonus. Hopefully she's still quite a weak filly, and hopefully she'll strengthen up a bit and might be worth a try at Group 3 level. But just have to see how she improves physically. Yeah.
How about stamina-wise? Do you think that she'd go further than this, or is this her trip?
I think for now this is probably a trip, and hopefully when she gets a bit stronger, she'll probably stay the mile and a half.
Absolutely. And you ride Star of Honour, who's one of the leading fancies for the final race. Have you got any opinion on how he'll go?
Well, he's a horse that's always knocking on the door, and he always looks fairly unlucky, but hopefully he can go one better today. I've ridden him a few times, and there's been a few ifs and buts and what shoulda, woulda, coulda, but we'll see how we get on.
Well, let's hope you can manage the double. Thanks very much, Hollie.
Thank you. Cheers.
The final race of the day